or I wanted to play, and that was Evochron Mercenary. But unfortunately, that game's a little more about being immersed in the game, and not so much. There's not really a whole lot of action. It's more of a, I guess, if you had to compare it to anything, more privateer type game, or maybe even the X series of games. It's a really good game. It's programmed by one guy, and he's been programming these space sim games for about 11 years, I want to say. But yeah, he's one guy, and he makes these games. They're really detailed. They're really interesting. And so that is another one that's out there. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at Soul Exodus, which is actually more closely related to the old Wing Commander series. Very arcadey. It just has a pretty straightforward campaign. The story's essentially the sun's dying, and Earth kind of gets together and sends out one mission to explore outer space to try to find a new planet to get to colonize. And over time, people kind of forget about the mission because it's taken years and years, and then it turns into decades. And then what ends up happening is that there's a cult that gets created that's, you know, decrying the end of the world and stuff like that. So what ends up happening is that this faction finds a habitable planet, gets ready to come back home. They get ambushed by the cult, and then that's where the story takes place. So you're trying to get back home to let everybody know that there's this other planet. You have the cult that's coming after you and trying to take you out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and fire it up. I do need to maneuver some stuff around the desk here, so give me one moment. Go ahead and switch over to whoops. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second here. I need to take out my flight stick and get my headphones set. And I'm gonna put that over there. And now here we go. Okay. Is that everything good? Nope, hold on. Still working in there. Okay. Okay, so in the chat, let me know, as always, if there's any issues with sound. I do have it up on the screen here, so just let me know, and then I'll go ahead and start messing around with the settings. So, okay, let's just go ahead, jump right in to the campaign. This will be the third mission, and this is essentially the I don't want to say the whole game, but it definitely has the one twist that I do enjoy in it, and that's the capital ship fighting isn't just your typical shoot the crap out of a capital ship until it dies. There's a little mini game that goes along with it, and I'll explain it more as we get in. So again, this is like I said, it's an indie game, $9.99 on Steam. Oops, sorry. Seeing that there is no game audio. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Hold on. My mistake. Yep, I had it muted. Okay, there we go. There we go. Make that go away and resume. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that.
The war is lost.
But yeah, so the capital ship fighting is pretty interesting in this one. But other than that, the game's pretty straightforward.
People on board the Cronus and Prometheus when
sim,
you ended
space
their lives.
sim game.
The same mercy you showed us when you attacked our ship time and time again on our return.
Radar up there in the left corner. You have your afterburners. You can roll. But yeah, for the most part, this is definitely for those people that really enjoyed the Wing Commander series and the Descent Free Space series. Anything like along those lines, X-Wing.
I'll give you one chance to end this insanity.
Really kind of gone into decline for about the past 10 years. You get a couple of games here and there that pop up. So I know that there's actually a group out there right now who's trying to recreate a new Wing Commander game that's in beta form right now. It's called Wing Commander Saga. And so another cool thing that I like is the sound of the guns is really nice. It's not just like it's not just a typical like laser sound or anything like that. It sounds like the guns are really quite powerful, almost like regular machine guns there. The one complaint that I do have with the game right now, being only a couple hours into it, is that it is not very forgiving when you're aiming. I mean, it does put that reticle up, but you got to be pretty spot on to get that to work. So what I end up doing more times than not, because as you can see, I'm sucking it up right here. Is they do have you do have missiles. Okay, there we go. I got it. You do have missiles to shoot too. So all you got to do is get the enemy in the screen here. You hold down the missile button to get the missile lock. Then you just let it go, and you end up taking quite a bit off. You don't destroy a guy all at once.
Now we know why they went after the turrets.
But it does help at least. So all you have to do is score a couple of hits with the guns. Oh, there we go. Slow-moving bomber ships. Okay. And so, in addition to the guns and also the missiles, you have a mag cannon, which is just a more powerful cannon. Oops. Let me go ahead and take this guy out really quick, and then I'll find a bomber that we can test this out on. But it's just a slow-moving, almost like a torpedo kind of. Go ahead. Come out. Let's see here. Doesn't seem to be any fighters. Okay. Well, it's essentially... I'll just shoot it really quick here. It's just a little slow-moving, powerful attack right there. And so far, the objectives in this game has just been attack the fighters, attack the bombers, things like that. But then it does end up throwing in an escort mission or two. Again, pretty typical of this type of genre of game. And the graphics are okay for what they are. Again, it's a low budget space sim game, so it gets the job done. It's not anything too extreme or anything like that. Oops. You do end up getting gun overheating, so that's something to keep in mind while you're fighting. And it's the fact that because these guns fire so quickly, you can very quickly overheat and not even realize it. And then it does take quite a bit. Whoops. Afterburner past that guy. It does take quite a bit to bring it back down. And when you're in a mission where you're supposed to be protecting a transport or a ship or something along those lines, those 2 seconds definitely matter, because like it does if you see in the upper right hand corner there, that's the ship I'm supposed to be protecting. And it's at 64% right now, but it does not take that long once enemies get a good bead on the ship. That if you keep watching up there, the health of the ship that you're supposed to be protecting drops extremely fast. And so that's when it's when you start trying to figure out how to take out guys extremely fast, and that's usually with usually using the missile gun combo that I was talking about earlier. So he's down to about 43. So we'll go ahead and light him up. And so again, typically this is what you'll be doing. Again, this is only the 3rd mission, so it doesn't seem like it's too difficult. But these missions will get ridiculously hard very quickly, and even when we get to the actual capital ship fighting portion, you'll see just how difficult it can get, because these guys will definitely start opening fire with all of their turrets, and it's a chore to try to dodge everything and still be able to do what you need to do. I just can't. There we go. This game also, I'm using a flight stick. I'm using a flight stick right now, but it can also be played with the Xbox controller and I believe keyboard and mouse. So maybe part of my trouble is that I'm not really all that handy with my flight stick just yet, as I just recently purchased it, so not quite used to how it how it controls just yet. Let's start taking these guys out. The other, like I said, this game's good. It does scratch the itch for people that are looking for the next, or that are hoping that Wing Commander and those types of space sim games make a comeback. But
Rapture transmission node.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so one of the things, the interesting thing that goes on with this game is, so when you get a cap ship, there's a thing called the torchlight that you actually hack into a capital ship after you target a specific node on the capital ship. So these two capital ships here. So that said that Rapture, there we go. So we're gonna pull up on Rapture here. And what I want you to do is in a second, oh god, it's at 39%, yeah, see? Okay, so if you see that there's that yellow hack point, and the moment when I target this, in the lower left-hand corner, there's going to be a code that pops up.
Decryption code now
I gotta keep in mind, while everything's going on, look at that, and MBV popped up, and so I gotta put in the right passphrase on the blueprints, okay? Now, if I look over at the capital ship, there are red weak points. Fire off one of those mag cannons. Start taking out the weak points, and that's, like I said, it's just an interesting little twist here. Instead of just kind of shooting missiles directly, randomly at a ship until it dies. Oh god, the main capital ship is down to 24%.
Join us, Commander.
Some of the other features in this game are you don't. Whoop! There it goes.
Frigate hull integrity.
Some of the other features in this game have the ability. You have the ability to actually.
That's one down.
My children.
A4. You have the ability to upgrade your ship.
Identifying decryption code now, Commander.
And that's the only thing that you do though is you only upgrade your ship. You don't get new ships or anything like that. So you upgrade, your missiles, your ability to take damage, things like that. I'm sitting at 27% right now. Like I said, it is extremely difficult now. You gotta shoot at the capital ships from a distance because those turrets will definitely tear you apart if you're not careful. But yeah, that again is kind of it's a small complaint that I have because I'm used to the old games where you played through the campaign and eventually got different ships, more powerful ships, things like that. And I guess to offset that, the ability to upgrade your weapons and things like that, I guess works.
Commander, we're getting multiple distress calls from the colony Hestia.
Is the third mission, and now all you got to do is pull into the capital ship, and then there we go. So you end up. There are Steam achievements. You do get a score, and also there are leaderboards. So in addition to just playing through the game, you do have the ability to try to get higher on the leaderboards. Obviously, right now I'm not all that high. But then the other thing too that you get is you get these upgrade points and also a heroic action. So the in addition to just doing the regular objectives, you get you get these heroic actions, which you can go back into the main menu, play these missions over to get better upgrades for your ship. I'll just go ahead and throw it right into hull plating right now. Let me double check and see what we're doing here with the. Whoops, I'm getting a choppy video message. Well, okay. Okay. Hopefully it's not choppy for everybody. On my little preview view I got here, it doesn't seem to be getting choppy too much, but we'll go ahead and we'll start up just the next mission. We'll only play about 5 minutes of that, because basically, like I said, you get the idea of what the game is. And like I said, it's just a light version of the wing commanders and free space that you
scans indicate a conflict
you guys,
in progress
if you're already fans of
UCS
this genre,
forces.
then you've more than likely played those games. And yeah, like I said, you get a very basic campaign story. You only know, just that you're fighting these guys. You don't really know exactly why they want to take you out. I'm assuming that it's because that they're because they are looking for the world to end. They don't want you to stop the world from ending, in typical religious fashion. And something else that's been kind of funny is the funny, I say,
another Ferrari's
kind of I don't know, because they do tend to make some really the good guys tend to make some really I don't want to say ridiculous jokes, but like just kind of almost silly jokes about religion. At one point the guy says, "Hey, you could have at least just dropped off a pamphlet, and that would have been fine. You didn't need to destroy our ships." Just kind of I don't know, like they're funny, but at the same time it's just almost kind of cheesy in a way. And maybe that's the way that they were going with it. I'm not sure.
Concentrate all attacks on the gunships.
All attacks on the gunships? Oh, okay. So go over here.
Commander, Representative Miranda Bell wishes to speak to you.
Patch her through.
Commander, news of your discovery has changed everything. People have risen against the COD. They're boarding the Hestia transports en masse as we speak.
We'll upload coordinates.
This is obviously not the smartest thing to do, is get right behind the gunships, which are teeming with turrets and everything like that.
We'd rather take our chances.
Hold to the end, my dear sir. This is but a trial. Do not fall prey to lies and blasphemy. Stand firm with your beliefs.
Everything's overheated.
God loves you.
Well, yeah, look at that. I'm already down to 30%. Wow. Oh, that's not good.
Commander, the Hades-class fighter is in urgent need of repair. Please return to the hangar.
The other thing that you can do too, and I'm not going to do it now, just because I don't want to keep just playing the same mission over and over. But you can actually. Oh, he just disappeared. You can actually return to a capital ship and get repaired, and also refresh your missiles. But you do take a hit in the score, so if you want to get the perfect score, you want to get on the top of the leaderboard. Then okay, there we go. Okay. If you do want to get on top of the leaderboard, then you should be able to make it through the game or the level without actually having to use that. Again, though, because of the trouble that you end up having with trying to aim your machine guns, you do end up relying a little bit more on the missiles than anything else, and then so you'll end up running out of missiles very quickly throughout the mission. And then if you want to, kill everybody really quickly, then you'll have to dock and so on and so forth. But that was a quick little gander at the gameplay of Soul Exodus, $9.99 on Steam. Made by wow, I already forgot the name of the. I'm sorry, Seamless Entertainment. That was horrible. But yeah, so Seamless Entertainment, a group of about 6 guys, went ahead. They made that. I'm not sure. I haven't heard if they're planning on making a sequel to the game or concentrating on anything else out there. This was their first game, their first IP that they had out. So if you're interested in the space sim genre and are looking for just something to scratch that itch that's not as in-depth as the X series that's out there right now, it's just more straightforward, almost arcade-type space combat, go ahead, check that out. And I believe that's going to wrap up the show. Just as an aside, because I am doing this show on Wednesday, that does not change the fact that I'm doing a show on Friday. This show was just to make up for the show that I didn't do last week. So we will have an episode 11 on Friday. Not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing it on right now. I was thinking about Space Chem, but I did notice this today. Oh, I don't actually have it set up right now, so hold on. Let me, give me 1 second. Screen region. We'll do that. Yep. We'll put that right there. Make it a little bit bigger for people to see. Jagged Alliance back in action. I don't know if how many of you people have heard of the Jagged Alliance series. It was a very popular turn-based strategy game back in the early mid-90s. There is a group that has been, over the past couple of years, remaking well, I don't want to say remaking, but because that's not an exact remake of Jagged Alliance 2, but they have remastered it and added some more features to it. And it's finally being released, as you can see. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, but it's coming out tomorrow, and I do have it pre-ordered, so I will be downloading it tomorrow. It's very possible that I will throw that up for episode 11, but more likely than not, we'll be taking a look at Space Chem, which is a very interesting puzzle game. I believe it had been nominated for, I believe, the Design Award at the Independent Games Festival Awards, but don't quote me on that. So, with that being said, we will look forward to seeing each other again on Friday, and I hope to see you all then. Until then, keep playing games, keep checking out the indie stuff, and we will see you in a couple days.